Hi, I'm James from Hayes Machinery, and I'm going to show you why the Nugent Tipper trailer is a market leader. Firstly, we have the easy catches. They are just literally sprung loaded and clip up like so and down, and then on the other end, exactly the same, up and down, and your whole side will fold down while your mesh side is still there intact on the top. So you can still access with the mesh sides on, you can still access in underneath the trailer. You'll also see that there's no center partition in the trailer. So there's nothing obstructing when you're tipping the trailer, and there's nothing in the way for when you're trying to load. It's also a flat load height. There's no angle iron on the end outside of the trailer to get in the way of forklifts or anything. And this is a steel S355 plated floor. So a very, very strong floor, and again, a market leader in that area. You also have the internal load lasher. There's 6 of them on this 10-foot tipper, and this comes as standard with all the tipping trailers. You also find on the flatbed trailers that they are the other way around, so they're going that way. But with the tipper, they're facing back towards the back of the trailer. So if you're tipping them and they're still up, everything will just push over that one and force will come out the trailer. So there's nothing to restrict your load. On here, you'll also see the Easy Glide hinges. The Easy Glide hinges on the 10-foot, you've got 3 of them, whereas on the flatbed, you'll find you've got 2 on each section. They're there so that only one person can remove the side of the trailer and put it back on again with ease. And they just literally come off like so. You then line up each hinge on the slider and slide them up in. So it's very, very easy to do. And that side will just literally clip up in. And your easy catches will come down on each end of the trailer to be able to secure your load. You also find that the strength of this trailer is very, very strong because the sides on all Nugent tippers are folded 2 ways rather than just one. That also allows you for a little bit more room on the inside of your trailer, as well as a stronger side. The chassis on the Nugent trailers are all welded all the way through, including the spring hangers, whereas you'll find on other trailers that they've got the holes in the trailer to be able to bolt the spring hangers on, whereas these are fully welded all the way through. It gives you better longevity on the trailer and a lot less wear and tear and noise and vibration throughout the whole machine. Coming to the back of the trailer, as with all Nugent commercial trailers, you'll find that they've got the LED lights all the way around the whole trailer. That is a standard feature, not an optional extra. And you come to the ramp flap on the back, which has got a lockable catch on it. So that one just undoes there, and then the flap folds down. And then you've got the slider in here, just push that to one side there, and you easily slide your ramps out, which is a lot easier. And then fold that one back down again, to be able to secure it so the ramps hit that one rather than your ramp flap. Also on here, you've got your catches on your tailboard. They just lift up each side, and that now allows you to release the tailboard to be able to tip. Going to the front of the trailer, you have full lockable knot hitch on the front, which probably a lot of people are familiar with. Heavy duty jockey wheel. Spare wheel is standard. And then you've got your tipping gear, which on the Nugent trailers is all in underneath out of the way. So if you've got someone who isn't very good at loading with a bucket and ending up tipping it out over, it's not going all of your tipping gear, it's all in underneath out of the way. On the Nugent tippers, there's 3 different ways you can tip. You have the manual tipping bar, which is here and plugs into there, which you only really need to, if your battery does go flat, you can easily access, pump it up a little bit to be able to get your battery clips in underneath. You've also got the cabled remote on here, which is magnetic onto any part of the trailer, which you can just plug into the socket here and tip the trailer up and down again. Switch here for a dead switch to kill the battery off so you don't drain any battery unnecessarily. That just clips in and turns. And then you've also now got the Bluetooth app, which has been very, very popular, which I'll demonstrate now. So on the Bluetooth app, you've just got a button up and a button down to be able to tip the trailer. So you press the button, Nugent have a market-leading tipping angle of 55 degrees. And as you can see from the bottom of the chassis, it's much stronger than most others on the market. So as you can see, all of the tipping gear is underneath the trailer. So here we have the tipping mechanism, so you've got the tipping pump and tank which again is all in underneath the trailer out of the way, including the battery and underneath, which is UASA battery. And generally from shows and things like that where we've been tipping, we've got between sort of 50 and 60 tips from a full battery charge. Admittedly that is empty, so you're probably looking at about 30 to 40 tips when you're full. You also see we've got the ramp trays in underneath, which will take up to 2.4 metre ramps, which you may have already got ones which fit. The Nugent trailers come as standard with complete knot brakes all the way through, which is a market leading brakes, or some people call it knot or knot. But that runs straight from the hitch all the way back through to the wheel. Here you can see the parabolic equaliser a lot easier. Where on all the Nugent commercial trailers, you'll have a rubber shock absorber underneath the leaf spring and another one on the top. This is a patented design. The idea of the lower shock absorber is to be able to, for when vehicles are just on general road use, it takes all of the general vibration and noise away from your road use. And then your top one, if you hit anything unexpected, like a pothole, drain or anything else unexpected, then that will take that shock out of the trailer, going up through the material in your trailer and also onto your vehicle that you're towing it with. Of the inside of the LED lights and the junction boxes, which are at the front and the rear, all Nugent lights are very, very simple to, if you did unfortunately accidentally damage one of the lights, it's very, very easy to change over. You can just literally replace the whole lens, which goes back to a junction box at the back of the trailer, and to be able to plug in a new wiring in there. And exactly the same at the front of the trailer, there's a junction box to be able to connect the front connectors in as well. You've also got other lashing points here underneath the trailer. So you've got your rope hooks, and you've also got ratchet strap bars there as well to be able to put the strap hooks on. And as you can see, it's a pretty big ram in underneath with a 55-degree tipping angle, which is pretty market leading. So if you're in a situation where you've got really muddy ground where you'd like to tip, you can jump out, release the tailboard, and then get back in your vehicle, reverse back and tip from the comfort of your seat. The Nugent tipping trailer range comes in 3 different sizes: 8'2" by 5'7", 10'2" by 5'11", and 12'2" by 5'11". So 3 different sizes. All the specification and features on all the trailers are the same. And again, running through the main features, you get a spare wheel as standard, the Easy Catch as standard, Easy Glide hinges as standard, fully welded chassis throughout the trailer, including the spring hangers and the parabolic equalisers, the shock absorbers on the wheels and the suspension and the leaf springs, the ramp flap at the back of the trailer, the LED lights all right the way through, and the one-piece side running up through the trailer. If you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to get in contact, or better still, come and see us and see the trailers for yourself.